Milla, Ali, and as soon as I got to the set, I was thinking about it. I'm the outsider. I'm coming into a new family. I mean, this is a family. They have been working together for years, and you kind of don't know where you're getting yourself into. But I already knew that it has been a great franchise, and for me to just be part of something like that, not only personally but in my career too, it was going to be good for me to be. And I mean, I had a great time since the first day I got there. These guys make me feel like family, and at home since the first day. So, I mean, I had a great experience. It has been a great experience since the first day on set all the way to now.
It was quite an exciting day on set, I have to say, when we all met you guys for the first time. I mean, obviously, Alan and I knew each other, but, like, I'm accosting you and you're trying to shoot at me. I mean, it was crazy.
The very first
he's
day.
Screaming at me, everyone's like shooting.
And then you start shooting, and then you get into the actual movie, right? That was all just like getting to know each other.
That was just in the trailer, in the makeup and hair trailer.
And it was great too because we had an idea of what we were going to do, and then we get to the set and Paul says, "All right, guys, just drop off the scripts. We're not doing any of whatever you guys thought we were going to do. We're going to do this and this and that." Oh, okay, great.
Well, it was because it was a big dialogue scene. And I said, you know what this big dialogue scene really needs is more guns. And so everyone brought their guns out and started screaming at one another and pointing guns in each other's face. And it's one of the better dialogue scenes, I would say.
All dialogue scenes just had more guns in them.
Yeah.
From my point of view, I was like, cool, first day, loads of dialogue, this is terrifying because with Milla. And then Paul says it's in this big, giant tower thing, there's cameras everywhere, everyone's shouting and screaming, there's guns everywhere, and stuff's blowing up. And then you didn't really know what the hell's going on, and Paul's like, this is great, this is awesome! And I was like, oh my god, what's happening?
Milla, when you look at the script, would you rather see like a 3-page monologue or a 3-page stunt action sequence? What terrifies you more, excites you more?
Well, I have both. Because I always have the big sort of, my name is Alice, blah, 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 blah. And I swear...
And some of my best dialogue, blah, 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 blah.
Someone give me a gun, quick. No, I mean, it's definitely, I mean, I love the action. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll do, my little bits of Shakespeare outside of this movie, but, it's always nice to get back in my Alice shoes and, kick some ass.
And you guys talk about being open and listening to the fans. Has that manifested in the course of the series of, hearing their reaction to a film in terms of coloring how you went in the next one, or in terms of what you put in a film based on what they wanted to see, or did you kind of just stay true to what you felt?
Well, I think for this one, what I heard loud and clear is people wanted to return to the kind of the scariness and the horror that was in the very first movie in the franchise, because that was all set in one location and it had a kind of claustrophobic intensity to it. So this movie kind of alternates between some big kick-ass action scenes and also, I think, some of the most terrifying stuff I've put on screen in my career. I mean, there's some really, really scary scenes in this film.
We talked a little bit about this with Kate and the Underworld Gang, but it's true as well for you guys. I mean, nowadays, thankfully, there are many more female-driven kind of action franchises, but you guys really kind of did set a standard. You guys were at the forefront there. Do you take a certain pride in what Alice means to people out there and what this franchise means to women and men alike?
One of the things that I love the most is it didn't happen on this film. We were going to shoot the sequences on top of that building, where they're attacking us and all that.
That could almost be any scene in the movie.
They're on top of a building, they're being attacked. Anyway, it was one of those, and I'm going to set, and I see this girl standing outside. The security aren't letting her in. And every time I see a woman and a security guard, I'm always going to be on her side. So I'm like, what are you doing? So can I get your autograph? I said, of course. And she starts tearing up. She says, you don't know how much this means to me. I grew up, and I'm not gonna say exactly where, but it was in a country where women aren't allowed a lot of times to go to school or, to have much independence. And she said, I happened to see the first Resident Evil, and I loved it. It was so different from anything I'd ever seen, and I started finding the other movies, and that inspired me to run away and go to school, and she's this amazing writer. She keeps these journals, they're like so beautiful. I started tearing up. I invited her to set, remember? And she came with her sister, and it was so beautiful. And so she got to meet everybody and take pictures. And of course, the day she was there was like explosions, and so they had a great time. And they met William. They were big fans of yours, remember? And you came in. Well, I won't say it, but all bloody. I won't say why, but you were having makeup tests.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
I almost shot her.